Distance Learning Methodology in Machine Learning and Cloud Computing Courses, Case Study. Today, we will be discussing an initiative that was born during the COVID-19 pandemic, which has successfully developed a distance learning methodology into fields of machine learning and cloud computing. This Erasmus Plus project is the result of a collaborative effort by a consortium of 5 higher education institutions within the EU, which includes the Polytechnic of Šibenik, Lodz University of Technology, University of Žilina, University of Aveiro, and Lewis University. Please join us to learn more about this innovative project. Can you imagine a student who lives in a far-off rural area and is eager to pursue higher education? It's unfortunate that geographic isolation and the lack of digital resources are hindering his or her progress. Similarly, there are many bright young women who are passionate about technology, but are discouraged by the gender biases prevalent in IT and STEM fields. These are not just a few isolated cases, but rather common realities across the EU. The EU is actively working to break down socio-economic barriers to education through initiatives like Erasmus Plus and the Action Plan for Digital Education. Policies like the European Accessibility Act and EU Strategy for People with Disabilities enable access to technology tools for students with special needs. Digital platforms offer personalized learning experiences, while collaborative learning and inquiry-based learning methodologies are making learning relevant and attractive to all. We conducted our first research study on distance learning with 148 educators from 5 European countries: Croatia, Italy, Poland, Portugal, and Slovakia. The study revealed that online learning presents both challenges and benefits. Participants were asked to rate 10 statements about online learning on a scale of 1 to 5. The study confirmed initial issues related to online learning that were previously highlighted by the educational community during the first phase of the COVID-19 pandemic. While educators agree that preparing online lessons demands more effort and tends to be more stressful than conventional classroom teaching, we also observed a notable improvement in students' digital skills through online learning. The research highlights the need for a student-centered approach that fosters critical thinking and scientific literacy, and the results pointed toward the need for a teaching methodology known as inquiry-based learning. This approach positions the student as a researcher, and it's vital to leverage technology effectively for independent exploration and practical learning in the context of distance learning. The EBL methodology requires teachers to acquire specific competencies that may not be essential in traditional teaching. That's why we have identified several critical competencies that teachers should master when applying to EBL technology, which includes gamification in education, developing critical thinking skills, and various aspects of scientific literacy. To assist teachers in acquiring these competencies, 15 short materials were created and published as webinars within the project. We decided to develop the pilot curriculum in machine learning and cloud computing to test the methodology. The first step was to identify the competencies required in the labor market for these fields by sending out questionnaires to employers who needed them in their businesses. These competencies were then translated into appropriate learning outcomes and teaching units. It requires 150 hours of learning per curriculum, which is a significant commitment from students, approximately 5 ECTS credits per curriculum. As we transition to distance learning, it's important to understand that student engagement is different from standard learning. To avoid the common mistake of reducing classroom lectures to online content without interaction, we need better quality interactive teaching materials for independent student work. Oracle's remote learning program, Oracle Academy, has provided valuable technologies and experiences for this purpose. The OA Member Hub system has been instrumental in posting teaching materials, allowing for interaction with students and monitoring their progress. Our subsequent research, conducted at Project Consortium universities, surveyed over 100 female students from partner institutions who were studying ICT. The aim was to identify the barriers faced by women in the field of IT, such as gender bias and stereotypes. The results indicate that collaborative group work is more favored than competitive models. Participants also expressed the importance of having diverse female role models in the field, which is highly motivating and highlights the need for greater representation. The survey also revealed interesting perspectives on gender-inclusive language and non-standard course offerings, suggesting that these are areas that need further exploration to gain wider acceptance. Women-specific workshops in IT were found to be beneficial for enhancing performance, indicating the value of practical, inclusive learning environments. Additionally, the results showed that local IT programs and events are important for community engagement and supporting women's learning opportunities. 2 policy papers were developed based on experiences in inclusion issues that influenced the development of distance learning. The first aims to increase women in IT programs, while the second promotes open access education in the cloud. 6 webinars were developed for each policy paper. The target audience is teaching and managerial staff at higher education institutions. Over 100 participants piloted the distance learning methodology, which included 103 participants from universities that are members of the project consortium and 7 participants from the NEET population. The registration process gathered detailed information on the participants' demographics, educational background, and interests to improve the teaching materials. We have made some changes to our teaching resources based on these findings to make learning more accessible and effective. Our teaching approach included short webinars that are accompanied by presentation materials and links to high-quality online resources to encourage independent research and learning. As an illustration, we have provided a list of the top 30 most influential books in the field of machine learning, which are now available for free online access under the Creative Commons non-commercial license. The Member Hub platform, developed by Oracle within the Oracle Academy program, was used as the platform for learning management. This platform allowed us creating special learning channels by combining teaching materials developed within the project with various Oracle Academy resources. These resources ranged from complete curricula to short education programs named Oracle Academy Education Bites, which top experts design for quick mastery of specific technologies. For example, Oracle Red Bull Racing, find the best race of all time, in which students are provided with an engaging insight into advanced big data analysis technologies. User accounts have been created with initial passwords, following the strict guidelines of GDPR for data protection. Communication is conducted through Microsoft Power Automate, ensuring secure and personalized notifications. Registration and course information have been processed using Microsoft Forms, and details are provided on the OA member hub. Automated notifications are in place for updates on lectures, consultations, and other important events. Student progress is monitored, and additional support is provided to those who need help in mastering the course material. The education process started with short introductory online lectures via the Zoom platform, where participants were shown how to use the OA Member Hub platform, where to find things on the learning channels, and how their progress in learning was recorded. They were also shown how to use the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure platform, where they could solve practical exercises and implement their projects. Additionally, a weekly Zoom office hours schedule was arranged, where students could get individual consultations and help master the material. Instructors were also available for other student requests that they could send via email messages. We received a great response from our active students in the survey. Most of the respondents are undergraduates, and we noticed that male students gave more feedback. The feedback has been mostly positive about the learning experience and resources provided. A lot of students mentioned that their academic skills and study habits have improved significantly. They also appreciated the high level of interaction and quality of communication and engagement in the courses. The results of our survey have shown that our distance learning methodology and teaching materials have been highly endorsed by our students. They have also appreciated the comprehensive support provided to them. The effectiveness of our teaching methods in catering to diverse backgrounds has been acknowledged, highlighting the inclusivity of our program. Looking forward, there is a strong desire among students to continue with similar programs, and they are likely to recommend our courses to their peers. This reflects the perceived value and success of our educational approach. This case study highlights the effectiveness of the EBL distance learning methodology in enhancing pedagogical approaches, increasing student engagement, and advancing knowledge acquisition. The incorporation of industry partners, such as Oracle, has enriched this approach, ensuring that teaching content is not only tailored to individual students' needs, but also aligned with current industry standards and practices. This collaboration has significantly boosted student motivation and learning efficiency. Moreover, this adapted methodology has set the stage for continuous innovation in the education sector, addressing the urgent demand for digital education and skill development in technologically sophisticated domains. Thank you for your attention. If you're looking for more information, please visit codin.org.